so excited to see all of you guys on here. While you guys are joining in, just make sure you write in the comments that you are here. I could not be more thrilled about doing today. So let me know when you're here. Bonnie just said hello from VB. Hello. I heard you guys are getting a ton of rain. So buckle up, grab a canoe. It just seems like the world's a little off its axis right now with all this crazy weather. We had a giant ice storm this morning, and it's still going on outside, so super fun. But hi, everybody. I'm just so excited to be here. Tell me when you guys are here. Hi, Natasha. Hi, Molly. Hi, Karen. Hi, Joni. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Victoria. Oh my gosh, it's going so fast. Hi, Beth. Hi, Kim. Hello, my Heather. Hello, my love, my love, my love, my Haley. I love you so much. Happy Sunday. Is it a happy Sunday though? I'm honestly not so sure. Hello from Colorado. Oh my goodness. Hi Sherry. Hi Rebecca. Hi Dawn. Snowy and freezing. Yes. I will take some snowy and freezing over this ice rain crud that we have over here. Hello, Brandy. Hey, Dacia. Hey, Sammy. Hey, Keisha. Good to see you on here, girl. I feel like it's been a moment. Hey, Linda. Oh my gosh, you guys make me so happy. Like, what a Spirit Squad Sunday. And let me tell you, I have just not been in the best mood the past like 3 days, and I'll talk a little bit about that in a moment. Happy to hear our weather has been weird here too. It's bizarre. And I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I'm going to say this much, like, a little worried over here. It's February, and it's weird and weird. But anyways, so all I wanted to say is happy Sunday from our snowy little ice cold. I've got my freaking blanket on because it is freezing down here in the studio. But Matt and Avery are behind the scenes and they are right here with us. So, and also Millie is asleep. So if I need to go, I'm going to just give you the, wow, my brain just said the sign of the cross while I did the salute. And I promise I haven't had wine yet. So I don't know where that went. Maybe somebody needed to hear that, but quite interesting mix-up over there. Anywhoosie whatsits. Oh, hi, my Robin girl. How are you? Tell me how your Sunday is going. Tell me what you guys are doing. Football's over. Matt's in mourning. I'm in bed with COVID. Oh, sweet Linda, I'm so sorry. Giving you all of the hugs. I hope that you feel better soon. Maggie, I am too. You know what I mean. Hey, Natalie, my girl Natalie, Lucia Medium, she is on here. If you guys haven't followed her yet, please go over. She's actually doing a live tonight at 8 p.m. It is amazing. I love our Spirit Sundays, Natalie. Like, it just makes me super happy. But if you guys haven't followed her, make sure you head on over to her page because she does a live. I believe it's When the Soul Speaks. When the Soul Speaks, correct me in the comments, Natalie, but plug your professional page because she's amazing. You guys will love her. I am super excited to obviously know her and love her as a dear friend who also rescues baby goats and has an amazing life. So super gnarly up here right now. Oh my gosh, giving all the love. So you guys, I am going to jump into it in just a little bit. Love Natalie. She's awesome. Yes. But first, I did just want to chat with you guys for just a moment. Are my glasses doing something weird? Because I feel like they are. Or something's doing, I don't know. My cameraman is saying hello. But everybody says hi to you. So hi, Matt. Hello, Matt. I don't know where Avery went, so that's a little nerve-wracking. I'm just going to tell you, when Avery goes somewhere alone, we all just pray because it's going to end in slime, paint, drawing on the walls. There's a lot of drawings on our walls. At this point...
Not a lot. Hold on. There's not a lot. There's like a few.
Have you seen our kitchen, honey?
Yeah, there's one spot.
No, that's on the stairwell. The kitchen is like literally all this stuff with all those sticky things she put all over the walls, which are just stuck there. I hope you don't mind me tuning in. I truly enjoy your work from San Antonio. Why would I mind you tuning in? Come on, everybody. I am just so excited to have everybody on here. And of course, it's just a very special Sunday, but I did want to take a moment. Tonight at 8, yes, Natalie just posted, so if you haven't gone and liked her page, please go do. But my walls are filled with random artwork. Oh my God, see, I feel so validated knowing I'm not alone. Like, even my dresser is covered in stickers at this point, so I'm just like, and my car. Yeah, you know, toddlers are fun. So It is what it is. But I wanted to take a moment, and I really do want to get a self check with everybody. Please write in the comments how you're doing, how your energy is doing. I am just going to say I have been so off the last couple of days, and I have not done my due diligence to figure out what's going on in the universe. I don't know what planets are in retrograde or what's not. All I know is I feel absolutely bizarre. My anxiety is insane. I'm having nightmares from like the past stuff. Like a lot of really weird things and conversations are being had and coming up. Matt and I had a really deep conversation about spirit last night and about why I've been hesitant to kind of jump all in. And I do think that there's a lot to kind of, and hold on, I will say, just swimming through the best I can. He writes random messages everywhere. That's amazing. But my point is I do have a lot to kind of talk to you guys about that on that front. But I'm not going to do that today. Today is about Spirit Squad and enjoying our Spirit Squad Sundays and not worrying about the future, not worrying about the past, or at least trying not to. But holy mother of a Jonas brother. It's like all creeping back in. I feel like I'm in 2017 trying to navigate my way through the world again, trying to figure out what I need. So everybody seems to be feeling this way, feeling sluggish, something is off. I reached out to my therapist, me too. No medication's helping, me too. Literally, I mean, I'm on the highest dose of Lexapro and I still am dealing with this stuff. And I really thought that I should have this shit under control, especially for being the age I am and where I am. But right now, just life doesn't seem to be lifing. I'll talk to you guys on that in a moment. My birthday is soon. Well, April, you know that the moment your birthday hits my timeline, I'm going to sing to you, sweet girl. But it has just been feeling so energetically off. And I feel like as a unit, I don't necessarily know if it's, politics or our government or this, that, or the other thing. Something just feels bizarre. Like I just feel like this anxiety has hit me like a bag of bones that I have stuffed way down in the closet, like way, way, way down, and I can't stop thinking about it. And it's ruined the past couple of days because I don't know if you guys are like me. Please let me know in the comments. I feel like we all need to validate each other right now, but once you start thinking about it, I have a really hard time stopping thinking about it. And even things that like have not happened, I get worried about things happening. It's bizarre. My brain just doesn't function normally. And not for nothing, my past is not pretty, as you guys well know. But a lot of past stuff that I've really wanted to keep shoved down is starting to really be in the forefront of my mind. So kind of interesting. If anybody's an astrologer out there or knows what's going on in the planets or the universe, please also feel free, tag yourself and your business page in the comments. But let me know because I would love to educate on that, and I am not educated in that way. What I will tell you is that when I get very anxious, Spirit has a tendency to just go away. I don't know where you guys go. You either are like super intense with me and like you're like da 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 giving me a million messages, or you're like totally radio silent when I feel like I need you the most, Spirit. But that's how it works. Seasonal affective disorder, the cold and dreary weather. I would love to say that's true, Llewellyn, excuse me. I am a weirdo that actually loves, Matt can attest to this, my happiest days are when it's gray and gloomy and rainy or snowy. Like I am thriving right now. So it's not the seasons, but it's definitely some stuff. So, oh, April, big hug, sweetheart. Isn't that so interesting, Molly? And yes, trauma does suck. And that's hard too, because I am the first person, like y'all have known me for a long time now. If you're new here, welcome to the shitstorm that is me. Slash Spirit Squad. But I am the first person to say that like I am grateful for the things that I went through because it did bring me to this moment. However, by golly, I really wish the dreams and the nightmares would just, like, I'm really sick of this shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I'm also really tired of like thinking about things that don't have any relevance on today, but it's like it's still controlling me as if I'm in it. So It's interesting. It's interesting. But that's a conversation for another day. I will make an announcement soon. Some really exciting things are coming up. Obviously, Spirit Squad will stay Spirit Squad, but there's going to be another part of this chapter. I love a gray sky. I know you do, because Robin, you and me, like, we are just bonded, my Scorpio sister. I feel like there's so much love there. From tornadoes last night to snow today. See, I don't know. That's weird. It's weird. I hear footsteps, honey. Just so you do. Let's all pray for Jennie that she will start feeling better. Oh, I love you, sweet Corinne. I hardly remember dreams, but when I do, I feel like I need to pay attention. Well, thank you. I appreciate you, Dacia. We just had a full moon in Leo. It's a doozy. Lots of past drama, etc., brought to the surface in order to be worked on and worked through to let go of. Thank you, Carrie. I appreciate you telling me that, Carrie Hunter. Shout out, big hugs. I see Matt over there pinning some comments. Pin that one because that explains a lot. And first of all, if you're a Leo out there, I don't mean to offend, but me and Leos don't get along. Even though if I was going to have a son, that is what I wanted to name him, but completely separate from the sign, because the signs all around, I don't know, Leos and men just seem to be like, bleh, anyways, so that's what I told.
It's auto pinning.
Oh, it's auto pinning. Just kidding. Sorry, Matt. I thought you were like really excited today and like just pinning comments. Like I really thought that that was what's happening, but clearly not. Well, amen, Shannon. Okay, so well, that's interesting. But see, that's the thing. I just feel like I don't know. I don't have an answer, honestly, because I know 90% of my stuff is like trauma based because oh God, well, whatever. I don't know. I don't know how to say what I guess I just need to say it. Podcast is coming, I think. I'm pretty sure me and Matt are kind of on the same page with this. And we're going to talk about some really real stuff. And I guess I'm going to start here doing it today on Spirit Squad because I'm going to say this to you guys. I feel like 90% of the things that are in my anxiety brain have been, started with my old relationship because I was so manipulated and so. There was one time, oh my gosh, I can't even believe I'm about to tell this story, but I'm going to tell this story. There was this older gentleman, and I mean, when I say older, guys, I'll be very honest. I'm not judging, I'm not discriminating, I'm not saying any of that. All I am saying is I have to give you the context, okay? I'm 21 at this point, probably 2021. I don't think I had my 21st birthday yet. I think I was 20. And he had to have been 68, 70. I'm just guessing, but like up there. At the time, I was working at a yoga studio, and my ex was so adamant that for some godforsaken reason, I was cheating on him with this guy, and I had this like, oh my gosh, like, it was a thing, and it was not a thing at all. Like, I literally was just there. I had to get there at 4:30 to open up the studio. He taught the class, like, and if you know anything about yoga studios, office and class are two totally different things. But it was like so ingrained to me to the point where I was hit, I was beat, and it was like, if you don't tell me that you are cheating on me right now, I'm going to leave you, I'm going to throw you to the curb. My parents didn't live here. So I had to like make this whole thing up and nothing happened. Nothing happened. That would have been just fucking weird. But my point is, it was like so ingrained. It was like, you have to admit this, you have to admit this, and boom, boom, boom. And I think that that's 90%. And I'm going to tell you this right now because I feel like someone on here can relate to the story that I'm saying. But it's so, like, that is pretty much my anxiety now in my brain. It's like my brain will tell me that something is going to happen. And I feel that same emotion, that same panic that, like, I have to admit or say that this is going to happen when in fact, absolutely nothing fucking happened. Nothing was wrong. Like, today I woke up and I'm just in fear of my life. Nothing is wrong. But it's like, it's that trauma. It's like, that's where I feel like and that's just one story out of 8 years of stories. But my point to you is I feel even when it comes to Spirit Squad and things like that, that's the exact same stuff I went through. My heart hurts for you. Love you big time. And I'm so sorry that if anybody had to go through that, it's the most horrible thing because you know what it really does is it tells you to not trust yourself. And Matt and I even had like a really deep conversation last night about just like where I'm going in my career. And there's so many things that I feel fearful for you guys to know how bad things were, some of the things that happened in my life. And those are, I think I've been hiding so many different parts of myself. Because I still don't feel, and I'll be very honest with all of you, this is like a therapy session for me, but I'm going to say this because you guys are, it was to give him permission to be bad and cheat. Oh, he did. Yeah, he did do that. Oh, cool. Anyways, but my point is,
Wait, this one I'm gonna pin right here.
yeah, that was that. I didn't want to think about that one, but yes, Carrie, thank you. I think what I just need to admit to myself and to you guys is that I still don't trust myself, like completely at all. I still feel like I have to answer to somebody or to get permission for something, or and it's like I feel like I've made so many bad choices in my life, and I feel like I'm this epic fuck up of a person and a failure, and I continually feel that way. And I think that it's so hard for me to show up here on Spirit Squad with you and be like, hey, here I am, here's Spirit. Oh my God, everything's great. And like, I go to church and I love Jesus and I sing and I have a farm and an amazing husband. And it's like behind closed doors, like it's a complete and total fucking shit show in my brain. And it feels very inauthentic. And I think that's why I needed to say all of that to you today, because I don't feel like I can come to Spirit Squad today and be 100% with you. I feel that I am really struggling mentally. I'm on the verge of tears. And I think that it's hard for me to do this. It's hard for me to do spirit, and it's hard for me to do readings, and it's not saying that I can't do them, because I love doing them. I just had readings yesterday, and all of these things. When I go to spirit, none of this exists. And I think that it's like a separation of church and state, like literally, like I am state, spirit is church. And what I mean by that is like, when I go up there, none of this emotion exists, so I'm able to just do my job and do it to the best of my ability. But I still, going into it, going here on Spirit Squad, doing anything, even like I haven't even posted on Instagram lately because I feel so inauthentic, because my life feels like it's just spiraling. Like I feel like I'm spiraling. And again, I was timed at the DMV. I don't know what that means, but I love you. And I think I just wanted to share that because, and Matt's kind of, amazing, clearly. And it's not factors that are making me feel this way. But I just really wanted to make sure I shared this part with you, because I don't want to just come on here and pretend like it's all great and I'm just going to drink my fucking wine and check out. Like that's not me. So I think I needed to say all that before I just popped on up to the world of spirit. And, it's not necessarily all puppies and unicorns up there, but it is something gosh darn special. And I maybe wanted to share that because if you guys are feeling that way, I think selfishly I wanted to feel a little less alone, because most days I feel very fucking alone, and I only have 2 toddlers to talk to, and all they say is mommy apple juice, mommy pancakes, mommy this, mommy that, mommy this, mommy that. And I'm really fucking worn out, you guys. I'm tired. I'm really, really tired. So, yeah. Yeah. I will obviously always show up for spirit. Oh my gosh, Maggie, me too. Literally, that's another thing that was like horrible. If I even was at a stop late, too late, and I got home late. Yeah. I guess they're like all the same, right? All these men that, or women, or I guess both.
We should put on some music.
It's scary. Life's scary, but and of course Avery's here now, so I've got to do what I do best and do the exact thing I told you I wasn't going to do, but for the sake of my daughter, here's some wine. Hi, Avery. Okay. Um, I'm going to hide behind my computer for a moment. And we are going to recenter and reset. Here's some music.
I got it.
Yes.
Keep it.
What the stove is on?
Yeah,
Okay, don't touch it. Daddy's making rice pudding. I,
It really tastes good.
have you had some?
No, I didn't.
You didn't. Oh, okay. I love you guys. I've been accused of having men jump the back of the fence because, yeah, no, literally, Paige. It's like insane the things that they come up with, and then it's like you have to just say that that's what happened, or you're the one in the wrong, and that's not what happened. Always willing to listen if you ever need to talk to anyone. I thank you guys. I think that I just needed to make sure that I told you what I was experiencing right now, and I will say that it's just very surface level of what I'm experiencing right now. It goes like super freaking deep. Matt just took Avery out because I also, this is something I shared with Matt last night. I have like a really hard time showing up here, doing not mediumship, but just doing this and talking to you guys. And I want to because I need to for me and to just get it out. And the community we've created is so freaking amazing. But man, she's 5, you know? In a couple years, she's going to be on the well, fuck, she's already on my Instagram, but you know, she's going to be on the internet. She's going to learn who mommy is and what mommy went through. And it's really, really hard to do all of this. It's hard for me to explain spirit to her in this moment, even though I think she's going to be a better medium than 90% of the planet with the things she feels. But I felt, you know, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard to navigate. You want to make your kids proud of you. And that brings me back to, you know, feeling like I made bad decisions and, you know, I was in a place where I shouldn't have been. So, I love you guys so much. And I feel like I needed to share this, maybe not just for me, but for somebody else out there, because I don't normally just feel all these things. However, that's what I'm feeling now. And I don't feel that I can just get on here and do Spirit Squad and be bubbly Jennie without telling you that, you know, Jennie is suffering a little bit today. So I love you. I'm going to recenter. Please, in the comments, if you guys need a prayer request, anything at all, please write it down. Contrary to everything I just said, I am still booking readings, absolutely. Because again, I can go up to spirit, and I feel if you guys have had a reading with me lately, please write that in the comments too. Let me know how it was. Hopefully it was good. If it wasn't, let me know that too. I am all open to constructive criticism, of course. Oh, I love that. Thank you, Melissa. Who knows? I mean, who knows? I think that maybe too, all of the readings that I've done, like life is hard for a lot of people, and it's complicated. So I've seen a lot of familial dynamics and things like that, and oh boy, does it get in my head. So there's a lot of that. But I love you guys too. I appreciate you so much, always supporting me. I really, really do. Mine was awesome. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad, Heather. And again, like I said, I just really wanted to make sure that I told you guys what I was feeling right now, so that you knew when I go to spirit. That's genuinely me dissociating, and I'll probably feel fantastic up there. But me down here, yes. And Haley, I hope you're not going to get really mad at me for this, so I'm just going to throw that out there. But if we could, can we all just please have just a moment to pray for my very best friend, Haley? She needs it right now. She also is requesting prayers for not herself, of course, but for Western North Carolina and Kentucky with the flooding. So just a big, big shout out to Haley for just being an amazing human being, and all the love being sent Haley's way. Guys, if you have some time in your spare time, check out what she's doing with Western North Carolina. It's very, very impressive. And we cannot forget about the victims of Hurricane Helene and the fires and everything else that's going on. I do think our government, I'm not going to speak on any of that. But what I'm going to say is I'm glad that there's awareness that's bringing to that. So Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I got my oracle reading from Jenny this week. It was so amazing. It helped me so much. Oh, I'm so glad. My reading was above and beyond comprehension. Loved every second. That makes me so happy. Prayers for my sister Sandy. Of course, Maggie. Big prayers. I'm going to actually write Sweet Sandy's name right on down. Becky, my reading was nothing short of amazing. You guys are incredible. It's not me. All I'm doing is listening to Spirit and got the shit beat out of me for 8 years. So here I am. That's my morbid ass humor, but it's true. So we have Miss Sandy, my sweet, sweet Sandy. Okay, we're going to pray for her too. Anybody that needs a prayer request, please write it in the comments. I also wanted to let you guys know this too. Like, these don't just go away. When I do write down a prayer request for somebody, I take it to heart. Matt knows I get on my knees every single night with the girls, with him, with myself. Oh, right back at you, V. I love you. Shout out to V. Matt, V's on here.
Hey, Vic.
Viara, babe. I feel like he did not put two and two together because he would have been way more excited. But I but my point is I take them with me. I say prayers for you throughout the week, and I really just hope that you know that too. And I mean what I say, and I do what I say. So if I ever tell you in a reading to reach out to me, please do. And if you need prayers, I'm right there with you. So you did a reading for Mike in 2017, and we found the notes yesterday that you jotted down and that Spirit was sharing with you. And oh, that's amazing. Tori always shines through. I love that, sweetheart. Would appreciate prayers for my little family, navigating everything. Of course, Victoria, I got you, honey. Prayers for River. Oh my goodness, my River's having another surgery. I call him my River. I hope you know that, Mr. Renee. I prayers to you and Robin, honey. Prayers for my mom, Dawn. Okay, you got it, sweetheart, whose cancer has metastasized. Oh, this world is insane. Okay, so much going on. Oh my God, Sammy. Holy shnikes. I'm so sorry about Kayla. That is so tough. Prayers for my friend Michelle, who has a 13-year-old daughter. Enough said. Amen. That one made me giggle, Heather. I'm just going to give you a big old, big old hug for that one. But prayers for everybody. If we could, please continue to write down in the comments, but I'm going to take a pause for a moment. And I would love to just close our eyes, and as a squad, let's just really center our energy, say our prayers for everybody that needs them right now. I'll be selfish and say including myself, and I'll also be selfless and send them out to absolutely everybody, because there's a lot more people, with a lot worse off than I am, with just, some crippling anxiety and some past trauma. Like we just stated, prayers for everyone in Western North Carolina, California, anyone who's lost their homes, the tornadoes, the wildfires, Texas, just to name a few of the natural disasters that are going on. Just big prayers for our entire world as we navigate shifts and transitions, from war to peace, from peace to love. Just really breathing in as a community for Spirit Squad, just sending out some love. And just a reminder, as my pastor said this morning, she said we have to be love and example for others and serve our community and our neighbors. And if you can do that, that makes you a good Christian and a child of God. So I'll say that in the name of Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. Amen. If you guys don't believe in that, that's totally fine. No judgment here. Just know that Jesus is my Lord. So, okay. I'm going to take a sip of wine, y'all. Do I have housekeeping, babe? I do have housekeeping. What is my housekeeping? I'm forgetting in this moment. Hold on. I know we already talked about readings. If you'd like a reading, they're there. Go to www.jenniemichelle.com. Oracle readings are still happening. However, I've switched the verbiage. It is not end of year reading. It is no longer love readings. I got all of those done and out. But if you would like just an oracle reading, which will be a past, present, future pull, feel free to go book those. Those are so much freaking fun. It's a 10-minute recorded video, and I do bring Spirit in with me to do that, so you will get a little bit of spiritual insight, as well as the pull from John Holland's oh my God, the Psychic Tarot deck. So if you'd like to do that, that would be amazing. We have Mediumship Jumpstart, which is coming up on March the 2nd, which is a 2-hour online workshop. If you are curious about your intuition at all, if you're curious about spirituality at all, that is the course for you before you could jump into BYOM. It really is a really packed full 2 hours, and I always say plan for 3, sometimes 3.5, because Spirit likes to talk, as so do I, as you can clearly tell from this live. If you are interested in any of the classes or courses, I do still have BYOM available. It's just on a different platform. And for anyone that is a current student of BYOM, please make sure that you are in the Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/be-your-own-medium. If you're not in there, which I'm pretty sure you are, just make sure you join it. If you have not purchased BYOM, you cannot join that group, because in that group it contains all of the courses, the classes, the lives, the Zooms, the continuing education. So just make sure you do that. Oh, sweet Karen, I will have big, big hugs for you, honey. Once again, I cannot see because I'm staring at the light instead of the computer. But absolutely. So Mediumship Jumpstart, I'm super excited about it. It is so fun, and I have just seen so many people flourish from that. It's a really, really great course. I have done it for years now, but it just is something that makes my heart flutter in the best way possible, not in the, Nita, whatever those things are called. And with that course, you'll get the recording of the entire course. So you get to keep it. You can do it on your own time. I would love for everyone to be present on the Zoom. If you're not present, it is okay. I can send you the video, but I would love for everybody to be present there. So all the love to everybody. I think that's my only housekeeping, but I have a few readings left open for this week. I do believe, yes, this is the end of February. So just a few left, and then we're going into March. So all of the love there. If that's something that you'd like to do, fantastic. Any questions for me on that, just write down in the comments. Robin just said, I'm trying to save up for BYOM. There are payment plans available through PayPal. You can do that through either PayPal actually or Affirm, and it brings the cost down. I think it's to $70 a month. It's pretty incredible. So if you need a payment plan, let me know so you can jump on in. I am about to revamp basically everything in that department, since so many of you guys have really asked for that course to kind of come back alive, if you will, and it can. So I'm excited about that. I love teaching. It is something I'm very passionate about, because as you guys know, everybody can truly be their own medium. Is everyone meant to as a career? Absolutely not. I am definitely not meant to be a surgeon, but could I learn surgery? Sure, absolutely, I could learn it. Not meant to do it, that's for sure. Just like milking cows. Learned that the hard way. I have 2 of them in my backyard, but not going to happen. So anyways, I am excited about all of those things. As you guys can see, you see what I'm talking about when I get closer to Spirit, how my energy changes. So this is how Spirit works, and that's what I want you guys to be able to experience as well. When you get it to Spirit, it really is truly full of bliss and beauty. So without further ado, and my really wonky headband, you know what I feel like I needed, you guys, today was a bump it. Like, I feel like I needed to bump it. Does anyone remember that, or am I going to currently date myself? I just remember watching TLC as a 10-year-old and seeing those infomercials and being like, I want to bump it so bad, and then I try and do it with the tease brush and it doesn't work. Do you do group readings still if I have a small group of friends? Abso-freaking-lutely. Alicia, I'm sorry, I can't see because of this light. I really need to show you guys a picture of what I see when I'm doing this. You know what? I'm going to do that right now because I'm going to post this right afterwards.
And we didn't even start, Amy. We didn't even start.
What did we do? Oh, we haven't started yet. What did I do wrong? Anyways, so yes, what was I just about to say? If you wanted a group reading, if you've got a small group of friends, absolutely get them together. It is, in my personal opinion, the most fun and the most cost-effective way to do a group reading like that. It is a joy. I do them on Zoom. 90% of the time, everybody gets a reading. Obviously, I cannot guarantee that, so don't murder me here. Bump it in Topsy Tail. Yes, I love that people still remember that. This is fantastic.
Bump It's life.
I am ready for the Bump It. I might have to find one on Amazon because I need it back. I need it back in my life. My tease brush ain't cutting it for me anymore. So here we go. But yes, I love how we go from like literally crying to talking about bump its to small group readings to BYOM to spirit. This is what we're gonna do. But send me a DM. I'm happy to book you. There's different payment scales and things like that for the greater or more amount of people that you get. But like I said, most times people are super, super happy and excited to do it with their girlfriends or guy friends or whoever, get some wine and have some time with spirit. So I love doing them. If you could get a group of 5 to 10 friends together, I am all there. Obviously, I'll do sessions for anybody, but my point is the group readings, that's the cost. Somebody is burping up a storm, and I hear the name Michael, so Michael wants to come through. That's interesting. I heard Michael times 2, so I guess there's 2 Michaels up here in the world of spirit. No, like together, like father son. It's like it's a connection. And I also heard, I think it's Anne, but anyways, they still sell them. Oh my God, who is gonna get on Amazon right now? Well, not me, but oh, how funny! Your cousin just texted me. Anyways, okay, so we will see. There is a hi Amber, I love you, my girl. I've been seeing your posts, and I just want to give you the biggest hug ever. And we still have to catch up, so we need to get like a calendar. Like at this point in my life, I feel like I need to like once something goes in the Google Calendar, I just like cannot change it, because that's what needs to happen. So this is what's really funny about spirit. As I'm shifting my awareness up there, which I'm going to do the formal introduction in a moment, I heard Michael's and I heard Michelle's, and I feel like this is going to be one of those days where I'm going to have to do a lot of work to figure out who's who and what, because of course you guys are going to give me the most basic fucking names. Thank you, spirit. But I've got to figure out who's up there for me. So I will do that. But what I'm going to ask you guys to do, honey, do I have any homework on your end to tell them before I pop up there? And where's Avery? Okay, homework on your end, like call-in wise or things like that.
No, you just take my phone and it'll ring when they call.
Do we have the number pinned?
I'll put it up in a second.
That was gross. Okay. Matt's gonna put it up in a second. I'm gonna take a schwiggles of wino. Here's my plan. Spirit might ruin my plan. My plan was to do one reading and then do an oracle session. You have a Chick-fil-A app, and why? We don't have Chick-fil-A here.
I don't know. You have apps that like don't even exist anymore.
Like what?
I don't know. I'm just saying you don't. Sorry. I don't go through there and delete old apps all the
Well,
time.
I just saw Chick-fil-A, and then I was like, and then I was like, oh, got really sad.
I don't know. Sorry. But yeah.
201. Hold on, I need the comment to go away.
899-4909.
8949? No, what? What's the last four?
Sorry. 201-899-4909.
4909. Because my brain.
What's up, Ray?
Oh, Ray! Do you guys remember my Ray? I wish I went to our Virginia Beach get-together. Oh, my father Michael just passed, brother Michael. Mom is sitting next to me, Anne. Didn't I just say Anne? Did I say Anne? I feel like I did. Melanie, honey, then I think that might be for you, sweet girl, because I felt like there's definitely the double Michael had to be father and son. I also feel like there's a major baseball connection, and I feel like this message would be for an Anne. When was the, oh my gosh, I don't know what's going on. What was the Virginia Beach event? That was in June? Yeah, June. Okay, and we'll do, Amy, I'm going to write that down now. Okay, let me center you guys. All right, before anybody calls in, before anybody comments, I'm going to just do one thing. I'm going to just take one moment. I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to say my prayers because I have to say my prayers to the world of spirit. And then I'm going to shift my energy and set my intention up there. If you all would invite the people that you'd like to hear from today to just please come on over, talk in my ear, jump on my head, play with my hair, get my attention. They know what to do. Okay. Holy Mother. Okay, I have two Michaels that pass to father and son. Okay, so let's get a little bit further of validating evidence. There's a couple of things. I did actually see the number 32. I don't know if the number 32 makes any kind of sense. I saw Boston Red Sox. I feel like that is a 100% identifier. It's got to be like, oh my gosh, if it's not Red Sox, what's the other one, babe? What's the rival?
Who's rival?
Of the Red Sox. Come on. Yes, Yankees. Thank you. Go! Whoever's in spirit is going to get really mad at me right now. So I felt like that was a connection. I also felt, too, this is what's kind of interesting. I felt like Father that just got up here. I don't know if I want to trust that. That kind of makes me blush. She's like, I know you. And I was like, I don't know if I like that situation. So I don't know. But he said, I know you. And I do feel like there's a connection to maybe I've met him before. I think. I'm so sorry. Oh my God, I'm going to sound like such an asshole. This is not good. Okay. So anyways, I definitely feel that's the case. So if that connects with Alicia, let me know. I'm getting so yelled at from the world of spirit about not knowing the Yankees when I literally have a Yankee hat. Where's Uncle Peter's hat? Isn't it right here somewhere? I swear to God, I just saw a Yankees hat. Oh my God, I couldn't think of it. Anyways, okay. My mother-in-law passed 24 hours ago. My daughter needs some closure. I have had a reading with you before, and he came through, Alicia. Okay, potentially. Let me do a little bit more evidence then, because I don't know. I feel like I'm with the both of you. And Melanie just said he knows you from readings you've done from us. Well, shitstorm. Okay, here I am. Welcome to the shitstorm. I don't know, Melanie. Okay, so wait, okay. No, I met him in the physical world, and he just said, no, you came to my house. You came to my house. All right, so then Melanie, I guess, just do me a favor and give me a call because I can't figure it out with just spirit in my brain. 201-899-4909.
Make sure the volume's up.
And make sure the volume's... I'm so like that's like my earpiece. Everybody used to make fun of me or saying like I have got earpieces in there, and that's just Matt literally saying right there. And Tina just said my mother-in-law just passed. I was just wearing a Red Sox sweatshirt, so I was wearing a Red Sox sweatshirt. Okay. So give me a call, but I do want to say this for Alicia too, because I will say if Michael's coming through, see, here's the thing as well, because I have to divide, and not for nothing, we cannot forget Michelle. Michelle felt very significant. She's a sister energy that's wanting to come through. I do feel like she worked in healthcare or something like that. There's something about that. All day yesterday when I was in the hospital. Oh, Tina, sweet girl. So maybe that's just what I was supposed to say is she saw your Red Sox sweatshirt, because I was like, there's something about this. Like, I feel like it needs to come through. Babe, do you have like emergency spirits? Like, what do you have on here? Because
I have do not disturb on, but only this phone number is allowed to go through.
okay, well, I don't know that it's she just said missed missed the number again. Okay. 201-899-4909. Sorry about that, you guys. And what was I just going to say? Oh, your mom. Is your mom hold on. I did hear Elizabeth earlier, but I really felt like I don't know. Actually, you know what? I got to stick with it, Tina. Tell me about Elizabeth, because Elizabeth felt very specific, and I felt like that's something that I needed to reference. So I'm going to say that. And in terms of Alicia, I need to separate the two of you guys because it felt like a Cancer connection was popping through. But this Michael that I'm with specifically, it felt just a little bit more unexpected. There you go. Okay. We'll see. I am everywhere right now, you guys. I just took a sip of wine and I was like, oh, the bottom of my glass looks like the heart of Tafiti. Like, why am I like this? Why is spirit like this? I don't know. Lenora. I would have never gotten that, but I kept going. I was like, what is she showing me? Like, there's just a reference of that. She also makes me feel too, Tina, I do want to ask you this because I know that I'm with you in the comments while we wait. Honey, I don't think this is working. Oh, there we go. All right. Pause. That was my mother-in-law. Okay. Interesting, Tina. Hold on one second. Okay. Miss Melanie, are we there, sweetheart? Oh my gosh. Hi, honey. Okay, so this is incredible because I do feel like your dad is sitting right here with me. So did he just pass like this week or last week? Because I feel like this is a very recent departure. And what's with like, did he not have hair towards the end? Because he's like, listen, I got my hair back. I can eat. He feels so healthy and happy. Like there's definitely something about that. Does that make sense to you, honey? Okay, so I want to go into that because that was something that I was feeling because he's funny because he's talking about his hair. He's still talking about his hair. Was his hair like thinning and he was like upset about it?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, but it looked really good at his visitation, and everybody commented on that. We were glad that they did such a great job.
With his hair. Do you know that he just said that to me? He was so excited about it. He's like, look at my hair. Just look at my hair. I'm like, okay, all right, I got you, sir. But he does say to me, okay, because there's so many funny things. You know, he's like a freaking jokester. Like, I love this guy. When he comes in, he just gives me the biggest hug, and he gives the biggest hug to your mom and you. And I feel like he just wants you to know, like, if he was going, he says it like this. I'm so sorry. Was he very blunt too? Does that make sense to you about him, honey? Okay, because he was like, if I was going to go out, at least I didn't feel anything. And I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm supposed to say that. But I do want to make that reference, honey. Was this in his sleep or like with his heart? Because I keep going to his heart. And I just feel like it was just very easy, very painless. You understand that, honey?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Of course. But here's the thing. Because he just says to me, well, hold on. This is interesting. He keeps showing me what you put in his hands, and I don't really understand that. And was he buried next to your brother? Because there's something about being buried next to him or being close to him. Does that make sense to you?
He will be buried on the 25th at the same veteran cemetery as my brother.
Perfect. Because I felt like that felt very important to him. And I just want to say this because I feel like if you guys are still in maybe the planning process or whatever, oh my God, I have to take my glasses off for him. Because first of all, he's funny with his eyesight. He's a little bit everywhere. But he says to me, he's like, listen, I don't want you guys to stress as much as you've been stressing. And I feel like it's kind of like the weight of it all is lifting a little bit. And I know that sounds interesting, but you've just wanted to make sure everything's perfect. And he just says to me, he's like, listen, he says, my girls have made it perfect. So I want you to know that, okay? I also want you to know your brother was the first person. So that also says to me, yes, of course, your brother passed before him. But he was right here to pull him on up. And these two, like, you guys are not going to get any sleep. Like, there's something so fucking funny about the two of them, and I'm so sorry to curse, but they're like going at each other, like in the best way possible. Like, their little jokes back and forth. Like, I just feel like there's something to that. And I keep wanting to reference that. Like, I just feel like I'm in Happy Town over here with the two of them. And not for nothing, your mom's mom is also in spirit too. Is that correct, honey?
Yes.
Okay. Did she pass in between your brother and your father? Is that correct?
No, a while ago, but my husband's grandmother did.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. There's a couple of people that are really just trying to pop through when it comes to your family, but I feel really called to just stick with your dad and brother. And I don't mean any disrespect to your other folks that are up here in spirit.
No.
But your dad is like, no, I want you to know, like, this is so weird, but he sees what you're eating and all the things. And I feel like he said that to me because
No.
did you guys like have him on like a diet or something prior to his departure? Like, I feel like, okay. Can I ask you though, because I know this sounds weird, but I feel like you guys always like had him like in check, or you always wanted to make sure dad took care of himself. Like, there's some, specifically I'm with your mom. Okay. Does that make sense to you, honey? Like, you just really wanted to make sure that he was like eating right, doing right. Like, I feel like you guys went the extra mile for him. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay, because he hated that. I hope that you all know that. But in the best way possible. He's going to eat what he wants, drink what he wants, do what he wants. And that's him. Like, that's just how I feel. Would that make sense to you as well? Like, that's just him through and through?
Yes.
Okay.
Very true.
So, and this is what I wanted to say about it, because as he steps in, he just says, look, I got the whole spread up here. Like, I keep seeing like a cruise ship, like where there's like a buffet and everything. And he's just the happiest man in the whole wide world. And he just brings a smile to my face because I know it feels so different not to have him there physically, especially with your mom, sweetheart, just give her the biggest love because, to take care of him, like to nurture him, like that was her pride and joy and also her biggest annoyance. So he says, but he also said to me, he's like, I just want you to know I'm happy, I'm fed, I'm good up here. And I will say this too, because I keep going to his heart. Did he have high cholesterol or something that was important to take care of, honey?
Yes.
Okay.
And they said it was probably a pulmonary embolism or something with his heart.
Yep. So that's what I kept going to because it was interesting. It's like we tried to prevent it, but your dad and your hubby to Sweet Ann lived the way he wanted to live. And I just keep seeing him like sit in this recliner like he's so freaking happy with his feet up watching the game with his son. And I feel like all is right in the world. I also cannot shake the fact. Okay, so your brother passed. What is the connection to the? Is it the Yankees specifically, honey, or
The Yankees.
okay?
Yes, the
Okay.
Yankees.
So he just says to me as well, he's like, he goes like this, he like pops his collar, whatever it's called, like back in the day. Oh my God, that's going to sound so ridiculous. But my point is, he just keeps showing me the jersey. It's like he's still got the jersey. I don't know what that connection is, but it feels very important. And then he similarly sits down next to your dad, and I feel like they're just having a good old beer and a good old cookout. And I mean that so wholeheartedly. Like, that means a lot to your boys up here in spirit. So I feel like there's something about throwing something on the grill. They're here together, and they're surrounded by a lot of love and family. And I know I started to go down this road in the beginning, and I got completely sidetracked. But did your mom put something in your dad's hands, or like did you put a picture of your brother? Like, there's something about what's in his hands as he's being laid to rest. Does that make sense to you guys?
My mom sent a picture of them.
Okay, because I just kept feeling like he's buried. Oh my God, I just have chills. I just feel like he's buried, like holding who he loves and surrounded by what he loves. And I know he's so funny. Oh my God, your dad is such a jokester, but he's such like a flirt too, but like in a good way. He just keeps saying to me, he's like, listen, I look so good. Like, he is so happy about all of it. And he says to me, and Sweet, it's Melanie. I just feel like he says, thank you for the amount. I don't know why this man talks about nothing but food. This is hilarious because I don't think this is his actual life, but.
He's Italian.
Oh, well, then there we go. Okay, food, food, food. But he says, thank you for even at the celebration of life. It's like the catering was amazing. Like, it's like he's like showing me all this, the whole spread was amazing. And I will say he felt very loved. Sweet Melanie, did you do a talk or a speech for him? Like, I feel like what you put together, he wants to say thank you for. Specifically you. I feel like what you did means a lot to him. Does that make sense, honey?
My sisters and I put together photo boards of like several boards of pictures
Okay.
for his visitation.
I think you picked the good ones because that's what he keeps saying to me. He's like, and I don't know. Okay, well, you know what? He's Italian, and I'm not trying to stereotypical, whatever world. Don't cancel me for this. But they care a lot about their hair. Like, my husband will go get a haircut when he doesn't need one. And I feel like your dad was very similar to that. Like, I feel like that is true, Matt. Don't fight me on that. Okay, all right, whatever. We're going to go into merit. You know what? Mr. Michael just had my back on that one. Thank you. So thank you for that. He was like, no, I wouldn't do that. Like, he's kind of funny. He's like, but really I would. And I was like, okay. But there's something about it where he wants to make sure that he looks good. But I will leave you with this because I know I have both of your guys obviously as well. What is going on with the backyard currently? Obviously, I know it's in the middle of winter. Obviously, I feel like we're all in a different situation, but was his backyard his like pride and joy or something? Like, he really took care of the landscape or the yard? Like, does that make sense?
No. No, not really. I mean, he had a mower, like a John Deere that he loved, but he didn't really need one.
Well, maybe that was it because I just was like, who's going to take care of my lawn? That's literally what he said to me. And I was like, I don't know, but he said it was important to say. But I feel like it's ultimately like there's something about it with him where he just wants to come in and just say, like, the house is going to be taken care of. Your mom's going to be taken care of. And I will say, him being up here, I know it feels like a horrible adjustment, but he just gives you guys all the love and thank you for what you've done. Did you guys, okay, this is totally separate from your dad. Did you guys all get tattoos for your brother? Is that correct, honey? Like, I feel like there's some, okay.
Yes.
Because he does make a reference to that. And your dad just said this to me. I don't know if he thought y'all were ridiculous for this, but I'm going to say this just like he said it. He was like, don't you go out there getting tattoos for me. Like, he literally said it just like that. So he's making me giggle because if you plan to go get tattoos for him, I think he'd secretly like it, but he's one of those, the winkers. So just know all of that, but that is who he is. He loves the food, honey. He's happy and healthy. And I want to say this to mom real quick, if mom can hear. I just feel like there's something about this where it's hard to sleep in the bed and not say goodnight and things like that. I see you sleeping with his shirts and still having your routine with him, like saying goodnight and all of the things. I will say, I can't. I hope this is right. I'm hesitant to say it because he's just being his little shit stirrer. But he said, well, at least I won't kick you anymore and take up the covers. Like, he literally said it just like that. So I don't know if he just disrupted your sleep the whole time. But he said that to me. But he also says, I'll still be with you and right next to you, sweet love. And you truly were the love of his life. So big hugs to your mom. And I just want you to know he's okay. He's okay. And honestly, he said to me verbatim, he's like, if I'm going to go out, this is the way to do it. But you guys still have such beautiful lives to live and to keep living them. And he just is very excited to have you guys all together. I feel like there's something coming up where you and the sisters, like, I feel like everybody's getting together soon. Not to memorialize or anything with him, but I do just feel like you guys are going to have a time to just be all together and just hug each other tight, and know that your dad is right there with you, and your brother is still causing chaos. He is just, oh my Lord. If I were to jump into your brother, I feel like I'd be there for ages because he just wants to talk to me. He's so, like, he is just right there. But, oh, and he passed unexpectedly too, honey. Is that correct? Like, I feel like there's a lot to unpack with your brother. Is that correct, honey?
Yes, we had like a 30-day
Yeah.
window.
Okay.
To say goodbye.
That's what I thought. It did feel very illness related, but it just was like boom, boom, boom. He said I just got hit with the punches and then I was out. But he does make me feel like your brother is one of the happiest spirits I've ever seen. So I love the two of them. I love their just like, it's so funny to see them like nitpick at each other about who's right and who's wrong. Like they're just, and I feel like that's how they always were down here. So just know that that's how they're being up here. But lots of love, and not for nothing, there's a little, I think it's a poodle. It kind of looks like a short poodle. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Do you understand? Okay, as long, because I just felt like there's this little, like, it's honestly, it reminds me of my friend Best Dog Saki. I'm gonna have to like text her after. But anyways, I just feel like it's like this little dog of like old age, and he's just like growling at me, but loves me so much. Like I feel like there's something like that, and I feel like he's safe and at peace with your dad. So just know that, okay, sweetheart. But just know your dad's okay. Of course. Oh my God, I'm so glad he like literally jumped through. But lots of love to you, honey.
We made the joke right after that. Now we have to see if who fought to get in first, whether it was my brother or my dad.
And they're still fighting up here. So there you go. But you know what? The cool thing is they come in together. So even though it might seem like one or the other talking a lot today, they're right there hand in hand. Well, not literally. Your brother said that was weird. So so I'm gonna laugh with your brother because he's a hoot and a handbasket. But I will say they come in straight together and very full of love for all of you guys. Okay, honey. Big hugs and all the love. Okay, I'll talk to you guys soon. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Bye bye. Holy moly, I just looked at the thing and I was like 13 minutes. That felt like 3 seconds. Like, I don't understand, Spirit. Where am I? How am I? How is it? Are you guys good? You're good. Okay, as long as you're good. He just said cheers. Do you like he likes his Miller Lite, apparently.
Can I just see the phone before you do it?
Of course. Go ahead. I don't think I am. Unless Michelle's out there, I think I'm just going to do Oracle. I want to make sure I do one Oracle. Hoping to hear from Spirit. Doing great. Cheers, everybody. I can't stand this headband. I need a damn bump it. I'm not doing it. Like, I'm not doing it. Look, and then I'm going to have this little indentation. Like, it's just, I can't do it. I can't look at myself like this. And I look pale as a damn ghost. All right. Hello, Heart of Tafiti. I really am killing it today. Whoa. Hugs to the whole family. Big hugs to the whole family. I look like I've just had a really good time with you, honey.
Okay. Well, now we have.
Thanks. This thing is like,
Now people can hear what they're saying.
they didn't hear what they were saying?
I mean, not really. It was quiet.
Oh, well, apologies, guys. Family got what they needed to get, so. Please pick me for an oracle. You know what? You got that, sweet I can't talk. Okay. Be comfy. I will try, even though I'm not liking myself right now. Had such a miserable last few weeks. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Morag and Amy, Amy, you guys are going to get oracle readings, and I'm just going to do a roll call right quick because I really, really feel into the need to do oracles for some reason. I don't know why. So I'm going to just say that. Oh, Amy, I just want to give you the biggest hug. Just don't worry. Anna is going to be okay. Like, I genuinely feel that. And before I do anything, Tina Marie, that's so funny. I thought it was my Tina Marie for a second. I was like, where'd your last name go? Pause for a moment because I want to say this. There was a comment that somebody wrote today that said, I've been watching you for 3 years, but I've never gotten a reading, shaking my head. And I am not trying to call that person out. I love you. But what I'm going to say is I need everyone here to know. If you didn't catch the beginning of the live, you can go back and watch it. I'm not in control at all. 0%. If I was in control, that wouldn't be authentic spirit now, would it? They come in, they choose the readings. They just show up, to be completely honest with you, and I listen. So I guess in human language, I could say they choose the reading, which is a fact. I just want you guys to know that, like, I have very little participation in the world of spirit. My job is to take care of myself to the best of my ability so that I can listen to the best of my ability, and relay what I'm seeing at the pace that they're showing it to me. That is the point of all of this. So when I do Spirit Squad, my intention is never to, oh my gosh, read as many people or jam pack all these awesome readings into one. Like, no, like, I'm sorry. It'd be cool. It'd be a great show, I suppose. But my intention is to give what I get authentically from Spirit. And if that doesn't make people happy, I apologize. But what I'm going to say, real quick, Amy Smith Wilson, you are a sweetheart, getting the oracle. What I'm going to say is, while we're doing Spirit Squad, this is more or less something that I'd like to see as a community where you guys keep yourselves open to the messages. So even if I'm reading someone else, if anything, as I talk about piggybacks all the time, if anything relates to you, please, please know that that's a message for you from your loved ones in heaven. My saddest day would be if that comment today that came in was true. If all of you, all 78 of you watching Spirit Squad right now, got absolutely nothing from the however long we've been live, hour and a half, if you got nothing from this, I would feel absolutely horrible. And that is not my intention with Spirit. That is not my intention with God. We kind of have a pact that if I'm going to put myself through this shit, it better be for a reason. And the reason would be for helping and healing you guys, and anyone, honestly. So I wanted to make sure I say that, because even if you're not picked per se, even if something doesn't come through in the direction that you wanted it to, if you wanted Harry Jr. to come through from December 23rd, that probably means something. But if that doesn't happen in that way, please stay open. Feel like, I want this hour to be an hour of power, to feel into this moment, to be here fully. And embrace that. So as I move into this next section, I'm going to do just a real quick roll call, see who's up there, just kind of power on through. And then I am going to move into oracles, which I will need my glasses to see. I'm going to do those 2 oracles, which I just said. And like I said, if the oracles are coming in for all of you, that is the actual definition of oracle, by the way, Google it, for a group reading. Then that's fantastic. So that's my intention. That's my number one heart's desire. Amy just said, wow, my stepdad's name is Harry Jr., but he's living still. Told you. Anywho's you Watsits. So what I am going to do just real quick is I'm going to just do a quick roll call. And I just want you guys to know to keep your hearts open. Vivian, we miss you too, sweetheart. Lots of love. Loved ones can give tiny piggybacks to listening to others' readings as well. Exactly. So piggybacks for sure with my mics. Thank you. You're welcome. On that note, I did want to make sure that I rounded this back up to the sweet Michelle that was popping through. Michelle did feel very significant. It has to be sister or best friend energy. What's funny in my readings is that's really changed just or recently. I normally see like definite sisters or definite brothers. Best friends have been coming in as siblings, and it's kind of interesting, but I kind of love it because I feel like some of my best friends are literally like my siblings. So I wanted to make sure I mentioned that about Michelle. Michelle does feel like she was a Cancer connection. She had a lengthier condition of passing. I do see ovary that spread to the top. She wants to say hi to the Lynn, Lisa. It has to be an L sounding name in the physical world. And her main message is just to make sure you stay the course, she says. I also see a Florida connection very strongly connected to that Lynn, Linda, Lisa, something of that nature, but it feels very significant. The other thing that I wanted to reference as a roll call, there was a very prominent, oh, I forgot. I got to bring in Lenora. Well, you know what? Come on in now. Why not? She does make me feel, other than the Red Sox sweatshirt, she was discussing the fact that there's something about this where, oh my God, she like actually just showed me. I was watching the coroner. Oh my God. Babe. Coroner. The person who reviews the bodies. Coroner. I was watching that right before Spirit Squad because death is my life. I was watching the coroner and she circled brain tumors on that anatomy scan. And that is what I kept feeling with Lenora. Lisa Gilbert just said, my sister was Michelle. I'm Elisa and I live in Florida. Well, there you go, sweetheart. If Michelle had the Cancer connection, then big love to you, sweetheart, from your sister. My sister is Linda with the Florida reference. Okay, so there's lots of piggybacks. Again, just stay the course. I know that there's a lot of piggybacks coming in because it's roll call. However, I was going back to Lenora. Definitely there's a reference of a brain. There's something with the brain. She keeps circling that on the autopsy scan, and she also keeps showing me, she's like, I was mentally checked out for a long time. She does make me feel like, thank you for being there, holding my hand. This, of course, is Mom, and she just wants to give you big kisses on the forehead. Carrie Ann said, I cannot hear. It keeps buffering. I'm assuming piggybacks are a beautiful thing. Maybe that's just you, sweetheart. Just do me a favor and reset. Okay. Oh, well, good for you for keeping up on those comments, my baby. All right, last one I'm going to say. This felt very specific. Oh, my God. What the hell was his name? Oh, my God, oh, my God, oh, my God. I can't do it, you guys. I see him in my head, and I can't pull his name. And I don't even want to go into what the reference is, but I do feel like it's a R sounding name. I wanted to say Randy. I know that that's not true, so maybe I'm just supposed to see Randy and think of my ex-father-in-law who's in spirit. Don't know why, but here we go. Okay, that's just very uncomfortable. I don't want to go into that, but my point is there's an R sounding name that's trying to pop through. He does make me feel like there's something about that. Maybe it is specifically supposed to be Randy, Richard, Robert, something of that nature. And as he steps in, he does make me feel like this is more of a heart stroke condition as well. He makes me feel like there's something where I need to reference giving love to my granddaughter that would be here and watching. Lots of love to you from him. He does show me as well, there's the reference of psoriasis on the skin. Like there was something about a skin condition, skin illness that he would have had to battle or deal with. He also has an affinity for eating things that he shouldn't, which I think this is kind of funny. This is how the role of spirit is going to go today. So, what made you laugh? Okay. Anyways, so I'm gonna now I have to know. Just say it.
Ren sounds like an R.
That's true. Ren does sound like an R, but we're not gonna. That's way too far away. My daddy came through as a piggyback one day and then entered during one of these Sunday meetings. Well, there you go, sweetheart. Oh my God, I actually remember him, Amber. Pete and that. I just heard that from Spirit. That's amazing. So anyways, just giving love there, and let's go ahead, and I am going to, so here's what I'm going to have to do. Matt, you're now in charge of comments completely. I am going to put my computer, because that's the only way that I can read comments.
I'm in charge.
My father-in-law was Richard to the Tina that we were just talking to the Lenora about. So there you go. I am going to go ahead and pull, who did I say again, honey? Amy and Oh boy, refresh my memory, you guys. I can't remember, but Amy, I am going to pull for you, my Amy. Peanut, that's him. Yay, Robert was my father. Big hugs to everybody. Okay, so obviously you guys are all going. All right, I am going to do this first. I'm going to pull for Amy, my sweet Amy. I know that you need it. I feel that you need it, girlfriend. Like when I read your comment, I was like, okay, it's time. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do a little shorter version of the oracle readings that I do. I hope you guys saw that. If you didn't see that, that was pretty epic. I'm just going to pull 2 cards for your present right now, and this is what's kind of interesting about it. So this is present moment only. This is what we are doing. So Amy, sweetheart, this is for you going on right now. Validate in the comments, everybody else, if you could go silent, that would be absolutely wonderful. But for my sweet Amy, this is the card that literally flew out. I feel like the camera's a lot higher than down here to see. But my point is, honey, you have a lot of things going on in your physical existence, your physical world. This is the financial and material changes. So what that means, sweet girl, is that you have a lot of choices, decisions, things to do around your finances, your home, your stability, your foundation down here in the physical world, if you will. I wouldn't be surprised if there's I wanted to say loss of job, but transition into another job. Something about job hopping, and just to remind you that everything is going to be okay in that department, in the career department. Am I worried about your house? Not, but am I worried about the fact that you have such a pressure on your shoulder to make sure everybody's taken care of and everybody's got everything that they need? Yes, I am. I do feel like that sense of burden and responsibility. And what was interesting is when I asked for a second card for your present, I got the mental and spiritual card for partnerships and alliances, which means lean on people, my darling. Lean on, ask for help. I don't feel like you've got a big group of, the village, as they say, when you have a baby. Oh, it takes a village. Yeah, there's no fucking village. I know that, you know that, we know that. But my point to you is lean on the people you do have right now, because I do feel like there is a few really good folks that are around you that want to step in and want to help you through this time of transition. If you hear the chickens, yes, I have chickens in my basement, and yes, they're talking. But my point to you is, honey, whatever you're going through right now physically, please just know it's temporary. Please know that there are people that are wanting to come in and help. And I'm going to pull that second card. Oh no, that third card. I meant to say the shadow card. And I only say oh no because I know what that feels like. So again, this is all in your present right now. You're doing so much work on your mental. It's got to be mental. It's got to be emotional. You're doing so much work internally. You're really dealing with a lot of the things that we spoke of in the beginning of this live, of, just mental struggle, anxiety, things like that. While you're having to deal with all of these physical changes, it's a lot. So I am going to give you all of my love, but I'm going to say that when I see this shadow card, it's for a reason. So even though this season feels dark, it feels hard, feels complicated, there's a lot of love to come out from that. Okay, so just have faith in yourself, have faith in who you are. I know you, I love you, and I can see your soul self from spirit, and I just want to say that I know and love you, and I know that you're going to make it through. So okay, on to the next. I just remembered it was Morag, and oh my gosh, I miss our days of dancing Zumba together, my dear. I really do. That was a really fun time, not in my life, but the Zumba part was fun. I will say that. I met some amazing people there. So this is my sweet Morag, and we're going to, I have mom and dad. Wow, I just perked up like a juniper. Mom and dad in spirit for you, sweetheart. And again, this is, okay. This is my past. That was interesting because I heard pull 3. And I don't know if you guys watched last week's oracles, but when I see a chakra, it's super rare. Sorry, Matt.
I said, thanks so much, beautiful soul. I really needed that so much.
Big hugs.
Victoria will piggyback their hugs to you, Amy.
Okay. So in our present, okay, so for Morag specifically, sweet girl, your sacral chakra needs some TLC. Just a reminder, your sacral chakra is the home of your creativity, your fertility. Now, fertility, yes, literally means, obviously, in the physical world, having children, things like that. That is not what it means in the spiritual world. In the spiritual world, it means the ability to kind of bring things down from the ethers into this physical world. So if you're blocked creatively, if you're not dancing, if you're not doing the things that bring you love, I use dancing as an example just because I know that for me, and you know that for me. If I'm not dancing, if I'm not moving my body, it's very hard for me to get into a creative outlet. I can't tell you the last time I wrote a song, probably months ago, because I'm not doing the things that, take care of this chakra. So that needs to happen for you. We got to balance some of that out. But you've been paired with your major arcana, your intuition card, which says to me right now, you're really, really working on balancing out not only yourself and finding the things and the flow that you like to do, but you're figuring out how you connect with the world, the spiritual world, how you are empathizing with everybody that's around you. I don't know if this is true, but do you work in healthcare? Please remind me. I probably know this to be true. I can't see so Matt, you're going to have to be on the comments on this one. But there's something about giving yourself and giving of to everybody else. This card is also actually reminding you to pull yourself back because it's paired with the stand your ground. The stand your guard in the spiritual border is saying, like, yes, you have this beautiful big intuition, which you're just starting to really explore and dive into and feel all of it. But it's reminding you to just make sure that you take care of yourself while you're doing it. And I think that's key here, honey, because I feel like if you're just feeling into all these different energies, it's hard to figure out what's yours versus what's everyone else's. And that can be a very strong energy drain. Okay, interesting. So all I want to say to you is right now, it's about figuring out who you are and making sure you're not getting sucked into anybody else's dreams and desires, okay? Stand your ground, focus on your intuition, and bring that orange. If you could, like, go grab some oranges. I know it sounds so hippy-dippy, but grab some oranges from, like, Trader Joe's or something and stick them in a pot. It's going to really help you bring that kind of energy into your life and balance out that creative side of you. I think that's very important right now. So this is your present reading, honey. You're working on that intuition. You're standing your ground and lots of love. I just want to back that up from your mom. I just kept hearing German. I took German and I failed it like 3 times, literally. Same with pre-algebra. So clearly I'm very book smart over here. But I did just hear your mom, and she just wants to tell you she loves you. So I'm going to give you a big hug there. Okay. I am going. In German? Huh? In German? No, definitely not. The only thing I feel like I know in German is "we hype do." We are at uns don't stress. I don't know. Uno dos stress. I'm kidding. I literally failed it, and I just remember, oh my God, what was her name? Drew. Oh, she was the worst. That teacher was fun. Anyways, I was a cheerleader, okay, guys? So, and I talked to dead people. Big hugs to all of you guys. I am going to sign off for the night, for the day, for the week. But housekeeping, again, I do just want to remind you, if you'd like to book a reading, please do. It will be a very different experience than the fun show that is Spirit Squad. But jenniemichelle.com. Anybody that's had a reading will tell you, hopefully, that it's good. I don't know. But yeah, I love you guys, and big hugs to every single person out there. Matt's bumping up some music, I can tell. I will be back next Sunday with lots of love. It'll be the 23rd. I'm so excited, and have a wonderful week. I'll keep you guys in my prayers. And thanks for letting me vent. I love you guys. Take care. Bye.